Fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Rich over the middle, complete. It's Townsend. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 2, Rich. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Season, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Dodson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll go option to the short side. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Dodson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time, and they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Dodson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
This is Brown going up the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Rich. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Brown is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now, this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dodson. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 3rd down, Rich. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Dodson on the right side, caught by Green. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dodson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Dodson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dodson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 17-0 our score after 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Operating from the gun. Rich. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An inside give, Brown. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Off play action. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Dodson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. To throw on 2nd down. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Brown. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rich. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's Johnson again on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On first down, Rich over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down, Rich. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throw left side complete. That's Townsend. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rich. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dodson. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Dodson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw. Dodson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Townsend. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Dodson. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Dodson. He finds his man Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And they'll accept that penalty. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dodson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if you ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Dodson looking middle, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dodson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dodson. Caught by Green on the out route. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. to throw. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Brown. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Hancock. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This is Jennings. And room there to work it inside the 25. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Brown. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders just continue to roll. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dodson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dodson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Dodson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 3rd down, Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Off the play fake, Rich. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing to start the drive. Dodson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dodson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 1st and 10, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery. Dodson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. To throw on 2nd down. Dodson, pass incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the